Alrighty, this is the entity that is again for the third time I'm capturing stalking by helicopter, flying in circles over downtown Ontario luxury apartments. And so this is what you're looking at, public corruption. This is psychopathic pacing, and it's under the guise of concert night. Well, the city of Ontario are demons engaging in surveillance of the children that they kidnap as a nation and keep them under surveillance, stalking by helicopter like nothing is happening. All under the fake sun where I was this morning, like nothing is happening, where the entity was stalking, doing U-turns over the Ontario Town Square, where the impossible light was inside of the parking garage, where the fake sun was rising. Remember that? This is the same apartment complex, 320 North Euclid Avenue. The entity flying in circles, where the government is flying over that apartment complex. That apartment complex is a corporate entity, and they're going to be federally prosecuted. It's RICO. These establishments are engaging in surveillance. This is the same Ovid Family Community Library. The sun is not both rising, and then you're looking at the same sunlight that's on the building. It's after 5 o'clock, and it's 6:29, where demons are engaged in psychopathic pacing. And I documented license plates. She's opening her car door, getting in the vehicle, and engineer light that's just on the sidewalk out of nowhere while the entity's flying over the building. This is as direct as you're going to get regarding evidence. And this is actually a P.O.C. regarding prison. 8YKF122. License 7ZOK073. And this is the impossible light activity where the U.S. military is keeping American citizens under surveillance. Impossible light activity, the same library where the fake sun is over it, where the entity is gang stalking me as I leave this venue and walk to Upland, California, as I was inside of this parking garage this morning, and a bunch of demons engaging in surveillance inside of this building where the entity is flying in circles above it. Just like they are, by the way, at every gang stalking church. P.O.C. license 82413 Mary 1. 9XVB522, 8YTL170. The employees inside of the Ovid Family Community Library are going to federal prison. 9SEJ254, 8PXH602, 7XES318. And they're engaged in surveillance. This is the surveillance system that the U.S. military has made. The U.S. military are full of pedophiles that engage in what is also homosexuality pursuant to mental illness. They practice witchcraft, and they engage in gay sex in order to do so. And what it's resulted in is HIV infection. And also you're looking at them in denial with regard to the fact that they're exposed as terrorists who kidnap children across the world and bring them back to California, bring them back to the United States. This is what Tracy Banks did, stealing my identity. All right, I'm going to keep repeating this because this is relevant to the gang stalking that I'm subject to, and gang stalking will never prove that you have not stolen my identity or prove that you have not engaged in stealing my money, my wealth, prove that you have not stolen what is money and assets that does not belong to you. It does not disprove any of that. It shows you why they're doing it. While they're under what is a fake sun, does that change? While they are gang stalking by helicopter, in fact, it's giving you context as to why they are kidnapping children, having sex with those children, trafficking those children, lying about the identity of those children, and stealing the identity of those children. This is what Tracy Banks has done. And this Tracy Banks is doing it with the people of the state. Tracy Banks is the entity. And I want to be clear, right here at the Civic Center where they're gang stalking, the same Ovid Family Community Library, this is Southwest Airlines and Ontario Police Vehicle 1119, while they were gang stalking me, surrounding me on both sides of my person and in front while I was at the Ovid Family Community. This is where the entity is claiming that criminal summoning, equally criminal, is the reason why he was in my presence, engaging what is psychopathic pacing with Southwest Airlines and the entity that was stalking by flying over where there are no flights, where you still have not conducted a takeoff, where I'm west of this location and they still hadn't conducted a takeoff at El Pollo Loco, where they're engaging in harassment because they're proven terrorists that give birth to kids while they kidnap them and also sex traffic them. While you are stalking as a gang stalking family, a demon-possessed entity that's engaging in surveillance as a surveillance society, while the demons are literally flying in a helicopter right now. And take a picture because you're going to juxtapose that. They're all demons. They're maintaining activity. This is the significance of the fake sun. Wells Fargo, all the businesses at the City of Ontario, this is the prosecution of Paulion. All right, through what is public corruption. You okay in that? You see what's in her hand? Got that communication device, all right? That's the focal point. Entity that's engaged in the P.O.C. These are means of what is public corruption, gang stalking me. This is the whole point of what an entity is doing in the United States while a fake sun is remaining over you, while a demon like the one operating vehicle 1119 at this same venue. All right, you're talking about 3-4 hours ago, and here's the fake sun. This is where it was at this morning. What was the sunlight that was on the inside of that parking lot? He's going to prison, okay? And that department's being disbanded. And that department is stalking me 24 hours a day while pursuant to a surveillance system which the people of the state, a bunch of vagina monitors stalking on the roads and the highways, are maintaining together. And the stalking by helicopter is speaking to Paul Leon's going to prison, okay? This massive public corruption, all these people, the mayor's going to federal prison. The Ontario City Council, they're being prosecuted as what is domestic terrorists. The demons that are over the Ontario Airport Board, the demons that are calling themselves an executive team over the airport, they're being federally prosecuted as terrorists, and they're going to lose that case. I'm prosecuting, they're going to prison, while the entity is stalking me with helicopters. This is massive public corruption. This is what's supposed to cause you to want to kill yourself. Everybody's stalking you. They're psychologically torturing you because they're not looking at you, but you're paying attention, and you're being gang stalked. You're being monitored. You're being emotionally tormented. And this is what an entity does while they are stalking you, and they don't have evidence. The ordinary target individual has no evidence. While they're talking about, oh, the people of the state, they don't look at you, they don't talk to you, but they're mysteriously calling the police on you. All right? That's the P.O.C. That's the P.O.C. They're going to, Paul Leon, the Ontario City Council, those demons are going to prison. I have what is the 66 car show, the food festival, the Christmas festival, while the entities engaging in this P.O.C. The gang stalking city council is going to be federally prosecuted for what is time in prison. Public corruption at this size with regard to this prolonged period of time with the U.S. military that's exhibiting severe instability, stalking, engaging in psychopathic pacing. This is literally the pattern of conduct, and this is what an entity is doing. Follow me all around. They follow me to the laundromat. Okay, this is an employee at Ovid. She's going to prison. Okay, that's the P.O.C. right in there, and has been gang stalking and monitoring my vagina for years. She's going to prison. Her and her boss, Sean Thrasher. This is P.O.C. It is currently 6:34 p.m. We're 12 hours earlier. The fake sun is over me at this same library. Okay, the employees at that venue are going to prison, and the demons of the city of Ontario, the one that is funding terrorism, the demons that are gang stalking and harassing with the city of Ontario employees, watering the plants under the fake sun at 9:47 in the morning. That fake sun where you're conspicuously stalking under the guises. I'm going to stalk you by watering the bushes right next to you. Those demons, those are the ones that are being removed from their position. They're being federally prosecuted, and they're being committed. That's Union Pacific, that's gang stalking with the state of California. This is the pattern of conduct. This is P.O.C. It is currently 6:35 p.m. under the 12-hour enduring fake sun. 12 hours. Everybody I documented today in a police vehicle is going to prison. All right? All the commercial airline company, that industry is being federally prosecuted. Okay? The entity that's engaged in this P.O.C. is doing so with regard to what are demons. This is a system. They kidnap children and they try to steal their destiny, steal their money, steal their identity. And some of them even become celebrities off of it. They sing songs that's not about them. It's about my life while they're monitoring me. All right? This is the P.O.C. There is a tremendous consequence for what they've engaged in, and it starts with this prosecution. And it's going to be followed with what is being impoverished. All right? This is the P.O.C. It is currently 6:36 p.m.